My name is Mark Daly. I'm an immigration lawyer with Immigration and Naturalization Attorneys. I've been an immigration lawyer for over 10 years. I've helped thousands of people with immigration cases, and I've done a lot of fiancé visas. Questions that come up a lot are, well, how can I bring my fiancé into the United States? And I always start by telling them, well, have you met your fiancé in person within the last 2 years? Because that's the first thing that the USCIS is going to want to know. You know, there's a lot of internet connection and a lot of meeting that goes on in cyberspace, but the Immigration Service wants them to know that you guys have actually met. So proof of that is going to be your plane tickets, stamps in your passport, and of course photos of you guys having met. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do. Then once you can prove that, you can go ahead and start filing the paperwork for the Immigration Service. You have to file the paperwork here in the United States. The form is an I-129F. There's some other forms that go along with it too. But the main thing is with the form I-129F, you're going to need to present all the information about yourself on the one column and your fiancé in the other column. Now, a lot of times the fiancés may have a hard time getting their birth certificates together, but that's the form that's required to go. The birth certificate is required to go with the fiancé visa form, so you're going to need that for sure. You're also going to need proof that you're a U.S. citizen, so your birth certificate is going to have to be included as well. Once that application is filed with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Service, it gets approved and then goes to the next step. And here's the strange thing. It can either go directly to the embassy or it might go to the National Visa Center for further processing. They change these processing rules all the time. So you're going to need to know how to find out the latest information. And you want to check the USCIS website, the National Visa Center website, and even the website of the embassy in the country, the U.S. Embassy, or in the country where your fiancé is living, to get that type of information. Now here's a big deal. If you're a U.S. citizen and you've had crimes in the past for either sexual crimes or domestic violence, they might cancel your application. They may not grant it. So you're going to need to look into getting a waiver, if you're a U.S. citizen, of those types of crimes. And you need to show that basically you're not a threat to the fiancé that's coming in, because there's been so many reported cases of human trafficking and bad spousal abuse linked to these types of fiancé visas. So they're really diligent about checking out the criminal record of the U.S. citizen now. Children can come under a fiancé visa, so if your fiancé has children, you can include them in the application and bring them too. And then once she goes to the interview at the embassy and proves that everything is true, she'll come into the United States on a visa, fiancé visa, and it's good for 90 days. And in that 90 days, you need to get married, and that's the condition on that visa. You need to get married within the 90 days. Then after you guys get married, you can go ahead and file the adjustment of status and get her green card here in the United States. If she doesn't get married, then she's got to go home. So that's, her visa will expire and she'll be in overstay at that point after the 90 days. So that's the fundamental big picture on fiancé visas. Now, if you're interested in doing your own paperwork for a fiancé visa, I host a website that has video tutorials on all the forms you need to fill out to do a fiancé visa. It's called step-by-step-immigrationforms.com. And at that website, you can order the tutorials to do it on your own. However, if you have questions and you get through it, I would also recommend you hire a good immigration attorney to help you with your fiancé visa. But whatever you choose to do, I hope you have a great time with your fiancé and that you have the best of luck in getting your green card.